Get the impression of something wavy and or curved, but I also had the first initial impression of some kind of pole, something long, something narrow.
Do you feel like being pulled somewhere?
No, not yet.
What other first impressions do you get?
I'm still just trying to feel around and detect, and I feel maybe something round, something soft, also something slick or shiny, maybe a surface. It feels dark.
Does it feel like you are inside somewhere or outside?
I see like some neon colors for some reason. Reminds me of like a video game. I'm not sure if it's inside or out.
Alright. And what does it feel like the source of these lights? Or what do these lights do?
I'm not sure of any purpose yet. That might be going a little too fast, but it feels like it's energetic. It's just let me try to feel into it and see what it is.
Okay.
Feels like it has layers. It feels warm or hot. Might be moving or have some movement to it. Not a fast movement, more of a slow movement. I don't really know what I'm perceiving, but it almost reminds me of like the slower movement of like magma or something like that. But I'm sure that's a symbolism.
So does it feel like something tangible or is it more energetic?
I get the feeling of both. There's something green about it, maybe some kind of sparks, I don't know. It feels like it's round or has something round there, maybe goes around, I don't know. I have the AOL of a star or tabby star.
Are you observing it from a distance or are you close?
Just before you said that, I started to observe it from above. And I feel like it's possibly spherical, but I see a vaster, it's almost like more of a sea of energy or orange, or reminds me again of magma. Sea of fire or orange energy.
So would you like to move closer to whatever this is and see where you are or what you see or feel?
Orange, green, glow, ball, darkness around. Those are the first impressions.
And how does it feel?
I just see like a sort of walls of plasma energy type viscous energy, or not quite magma-like, but almost like dripping or pulling away with holes. It's kind of a greenish-y color, metallic green, light color.
So is it a place, if that could be named a place?
You get the words naked, plasticky, and velvet.
Uh-huh. I would like you to, in a manner of sensations, feelings, and senses, try to move deeper into this target.
Yeah, well, the feeling I was getting was in my stomach area.
Uh-huh.
It, something about it felt good and energetic and something strong there for some reason. But I'm going to feel the target further.
Uh-huh.
As I peel away the sort of darkness around the target or whatever's concealing it, then I see lots of bright, glowy light, and it's very radiant and feels good, and reminds me of healing energies, sort of like the energy you might experience in Reiki. It's like a greater or higher, what might flow from higher dimensions of energy. I don't know if this is relevant to the target, but it's what coming through now. And I would just say, well, again, a star, because it seems round, spherical, large, vast, something you might perceive as originating as from somewhere greater or something greater.
And are you alone there?
Alone?
Alone. Are you the only one, or do you perceive anyone else?
I don't know if it's imagination, but I feel like there are perhaps beings within this light swimming in it, almost formless, and then I look through, like if I'm looking through aquarium glass, I see someone looking back through. So if you can imagine like a mermaid looking through the glass, similar to floating in water with the hair sort of floating slowly.
And what do these beings do there? If you can find out.
It's like being, but in being you're burning like a flame, and in burning like a flame, you're almost like pure expression, like it's hard to describe or explain. It's,
Take your time.
I also got the word kissing. So maybe that's a little humor or passion, burning. But the burning part is like existing at the level of energy and high frequency expression, immediacy. Again, energy, almost like a fiery light being in a good way.
Yes. So is this a state of being
Yes.
rather than a place, or both? You tell me.
I would have said both. That's how I felt.
And is there a possibility to, in any way, contact any of the beings and see anything you can get from them about the target?
I get like a being sits down to draw it. It's a place, they say. They draw it like on a map. And as it's drawn, it's like X slash slash slash, like an X plus one that makes it, it's like kind of glowy, like a star, I guess, or an indicator of a place or area on a map, which is like a blue map.
What does this map depict?
What does what?
What does the map depict? Is it a map of what?
Living and being.
Okay. So my question is it some dimension, or is this place interdimensional, or how would you describe the energetics or the physics of the place? So
I'm not sure what I'm asking or looking for, to be honest. Is it interdimensional? Is what you started to ask.
yes, I mean, is this place part of a particular dimension?
Okay. It's like a trajectory of reality or projection among other projections of living or being, whether it's physical or dimensional, it's the same thing, or it's just, it's like looking at, like if you had a round object or any object with spikes coming out, spires, and then one end would be over here, one would be over there, and then they're just separate instances of being, I guess, or experience.
So can someone who goes there or finds themselves there in any way experience many things at the same time, or have access to different realities? Are these the spikes or the spirals that you're talking about?
I just get the sense that it's one reality among many others. It's just, and then what's connecting is this sort of pure energy that, you know, through that you can go to different areas, which all leads to the same essence, I guess, or same backbone. So it's just a different projection that one can go in and out of.
So is there functionality, or if it's the right word, or function of this place, or some particular reason for this place? I don't know how else to ask in English.
I had two different descriptors. One is like it's a part, or like one car part to a whole thing, if that makes sense. And also that's just creation, or that's part of creation.
Mm-hmm. And so you said that you were able to connect with the being. Is that being still around?
I think so, because I've been asking it questions.
And what were your questions or the answers?
Some of the ones were the ones I gave you. I was asking for a little bit of help. So it was mixed with my impressions and maybe it coming through from them.
Mm-hmm. Help for what?
Whatever being I first saw there, like looking through an aquarium.
But you mean help for the target or help
Correct.
for about?
Answering the target. Understanding the target.
And is that being a resident of that place or a
Yes.
passerby?
Part of that light. Swimming in the light somehow.
And
you want me to describe that being more?
Yes.
Very light, almost like hollow, like if you were deep underwater and you saw one of these translucent fish. It's like that, with long wavy hair, almost like it's underwater. Somewhat formless, and a part of light. And different, like if you were to meet this deep underwater face to face, then it would just be like if you were looking face to face with a squid. But it's not a squid, but you know, eye to eye it's going to be different. So it's like trying to find a facial expression with the fish, but at the same time there's a spiritual component, and it's all part of the light, I guess. That's just what I'm seeing. I can try some different ways of communicating or coalescing or interacting.
You can try if you want.
It's a little hard to describe. There's like rainbow colors. Like diffuse parts that are lights that are sort of ebbing and flowing, or almost like going through a channel of mixture of organic and futuristic, almost like a city slash an entity slash a nebulous place. And then again see like this rainbow color that are almost like expressed in ink, and then light, and then non-form. Yeah, kind of neon, rainbowy, electric.
And how can someone go there?
Can someone go there?
How?
From Earth?
Yes. Is it possible?
I want to say yes. I don't get the sense of. It's like I see these sort of epic kind of clouds that are almost like oil painted. You know, this sort of just grand, colorful clouds that are somewhat dark but glowing in the back distance. Feel the sense of space, air, distance. Maybe it's some kind of atmosphere. Then I saw something really bizarre, which was like all these dots that are it's very tough to put into words. These dots were like pollen almost that were spinning in a round pattern, and there's several, I don't know, maybe it's some kind of representation of reality, sort of spinning fastly. I don't know. I think someone could go there dimensionally, but you could also maybe travel there if you had the means and to exist, or just float there or something like that. That's all I can gather.
What you described with the dots and spinning.
What's the
Would
question?
you like to? If you described something about dots that are spinning and that is hard to describe,
Right.
would you like to probe on that, see what that could be, or?
Okay. I had the word, strangely enough, spirits, and it's like something long, like a stem. It's almost like a spore. It's being thrown by a giant plant arm or stem, and there's just thousands of them, and that throws them into motion, and they start spinning around. They're sort of light green or yellow, and then I just sort of see these strange sort of stalks or giant plant stems somewhere, maybe coming out from somewhere to the side. Yeah, it's really weird.
Okay, so my next question would be, do the beings that exist there have any connection to humans? Do they know humans? Do we have any interaction or anything?
Do we have any what?
Interaction or relation? Do they know us? Do they know what's going on?
So if we're talking about the sort of you have like the lower, maybe there is some kind of more of a primal life, or whether it's plant or animals or fish or something like, these are just kind of existing and experiencing, and then these lighter beings that can exist in the light, then they're easily aware of things because they're part of the light. They can come and go and are formless.
Do they also come and go in our reality? Are they capable of coming and going to our reality?
I think maybe for pleasure or to see the latest headlines in the news. I saw like the newspaper. Looks like a way of just for entertainment maybe. But sure, it's you know, space is just a projection and can also be a connection through feeling, or you know, if you're say experiencing an ecstatic feeling or state of mind, then you might even interact with them that way and be in the same place.
Okay, so
Wherever you are.
alright, yes. Okay.